Greetings everyone from the Hulk Room. This is Matthew and today we're going to do my very belated review for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I know you've heard everyone else's opinion in the world on it, so why should you care about mine? But gosh darn it, I'm going to make sure to give a review for the superhero movies out there for sure. Soon I'm so behind on movie reviews. I'll do a quick run by of a lot of them within quick one line, one word, one sentence reviews. But for Batman v Superman and Captain America Civil War, I want to give them their full attention. So anyways, without further ado, I know most of the world is poo-pooing on this film, to say it lightly, with the awful reviews and just the general hatred on the internet between Marvel and DC fans has honestly gotten quite annoying. Now, you can see I'm a Marvel guy, as with my obsession of Hulk can show you. But after Hulk, it's Batman. Batman's my second favorite. I love Batman. I think he's such a cool character, and he has easily the greatest villains in all of comic world, and probably Joker might be one of the best villains, period, in the history of any fiction, in my personal opinion. After Batman, most of the rest of my top 10 would go to Marvel, but I do love Batman, so I have no reason to hate on this film, and honestly, I just love superheroes in general. I mean, I never read Green Arrow or Flash, but I love watching their weekly TV shows. I just love superheroes, and nothing would make me happier if every other month there's a Marvel DC movie to come out. I'd be there every time. Now, on to this movie. Honestly, this movie's a mixed bag for me. The first half, I would say, is pretty poor, pretty honestly boring, way too dark. Then the second half, once we actually get to the big battle, that's pretty exciting, pretty cool action. Hopefully, as the DC Universe films continues, the second half is what they'll go on now. We'll get more of now. We've built up in the first movie with the first boring half, sacrifice that. We'll see. Yeah, just the first half of the movie, nothing really goes on. There's barely any action. The Batmobile scene I thought was boring. Having Batman as a killer is an awful idea. Hopefully they get some way to get around that in the future films. He's not the Punisher. And if he is a murderer, why is a Joker alive? If Batman was going to kill anyone in the world, it would be the Joker. There is no good reason why that maniac is alive. Every second that he is alive, innocent people could be dead. That's besides the point. Ben Affleck portraying the character when he is great. He does a great job. I'm one of the few people who really actually enjoyed Daredevil, so I was never worried about Batfleck like a lot of people were. Henry, he does a fine job as Superman. Again, I prefer the take of Superman in the other films, Christopher Reeve and Brandon Routh film, where he's more the bright, shining light Boy Scout, which would have made for a more interesting film if you would have had that contradiction instead of having Superman being dark and brooding. And then you have Batman who's dark and brooding. It's like you should have had a contradiction between the two. That's what I think makes their rivalry so fun in the comic books. But that's still, Henry does a good job. Amy Adams as Lois, fine, whatever. I'm actually, comes to Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, I'm one of the few people who's a big fan of him in the role. He's maybe not the Lex I imagined from the cartoon comic books, but as I've taken him as just in this character as in this film, I thought he was a very good villain. I love his scene when he's revealing his master plan and he's got Superman right where he wants him, and just great stuff, great villain. Then, yeah, as I said, the first half pretty boring, but then we get finally to, now I'll go ahead, this movie's been out forever, we're going to be spoilers in case anyone cares. Finally get to the big fight, which honestly is a little bit disappointing. It's a cool fight, but I want a little bit more of a movie called that was built up to be a big battle between Batman and Superman. It was still cool to see, and as a Batman fan, it's good to see Batman win. Batman beat up that Boy Scout. But yeah, just crying for his mom, but then we get the awful Martha scene where Batman just decides an hour earlier in the movie, was her 15 minutes early movie, he was telling Alfred, there's even a 1% chance that could destroy us. We have to take this absolute certainty. Oh, you said my mom's name? Okay, we're cool. Whatever. After that, you get easily the best part of the movie, which is the Doomsday reveal. Since I kind of would have liked them to leave Doomsday for his own full film, but as is, I thought they did a great job in them. I'm a huge fan of, as you can tell, of giant raging monsters. Doomsday is pretty much DC's Hulk, and it was awesome seeing him fight Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, she didn't have a big part in the movie, but she did very well in the parts she was in, and I look forward to seeing her own solo movie, and I might even pick up the new Wonder Woman comics coming out. I never really read much about the character, know much about her, so I might give it a go. They did a good job on her. They made me interested in the character. I love when she gets knocked down by Doomsday and a little blood comes and she got to smile. It's just like she's just a ferocious warrior. So that was cool, and seeing Doomsday just destroy everything and knock to space and growing bigger and bigger, and it's very cool scenes. But then get to the end and Superman dies, which I actually had that spoiled for me, but I didn't believe they would start off the DC Cinematic Universe killing Superman, so I just thought it was just someone being stupid on the internet, but they actually did spoil it. But I know some people are glad they did that, or assume they do that since Doomsday's there, and Doomsday was the one who killed Superman in the comic books, but if he's gonna come back in the next movie, it seems really stupid to kill him, but oh well. Overall, like I said, first half, I would probably give the movie a 2 out of 5 if I was going first half. First half, I was like, man, the critics are right on this one. I'm not enjoying this. But then you get to the second half and get to the action, get to the big reveals, you get to teasing Darkseid or whatever is coming for the next film. Batman and Wonder Woman talk about, they need to assemble a team together because of the vision Batman had earlier in the movie, and we saw the little clips of other Justice League members, so it definitely made me want to see more out of the universe, even if this film wasn't as strong as I'd hoped it was overall, but I do definitely look forward to what's to come. I'm very looking forward to Wonder Woman. Suicide Squad looks amazing. I love the trailers for that, so Jared Leto looks like a great, completely different from every other Joker, but great in his own right, and first version of Harley Quinn we've gotten on the big screen, and Killer Croc and whatnot, and so definitely look for that. Anyways, I would say first half of the movie I'd give 2 out of 5. Then once the battle starts, I'd go 4 out of 5. So we'll just meet in the middle and say 3 out of 5. Well, anyways, that's Matthew. If you're a DC fan, I'm sure you'll be leaving me some hate comments because I didn't rave about it, but oh well. I'm definitely looking forward for more from DC, so until next time, and this is Matthew signing off.